Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my vlog. I guess it's becoming a vlog now. I didn't anticipate after recording the video I did yesterday that this would end up becoming a vlog series. But I kind of like it. I kind of like the opportunity to talk to you guys about aspects of me that you may or may not know. And come to find that, there's not so much that separates us that makes us different, right? So in today's episode of Confessions of a Warrior, dun, 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 and insert, interesting music here. I won't, but I might add music. Cue music. Okay, so, welcome back. So today, as the title suggests, I'm going to be talking about my journey as a starseed. And yes, I am a starseed. Hello, fellow starseeds out there. If you are watching this, I'm sure if you saw Starseed and clicked on it, you're probably a starseed. Welcome to my weirdness. Welcome to my life. And love and light to you at this time. Today, I just really wanted to get on and talk about my experiences so far as a starseed. It's gonna be a pretty short video, so I won't go into everything. I had started a starseed series some time ago, and I've had some people ask me about being a starseed and things of this nature, so I will probably end up going back to that series. It was called the Aurora Complex, all about the beautiful awakening of a starseed, because most of us don't come down here actually remembering the fact that we are a starseed. Now, for those of you that may happen to be here and have never heard the term starseed in your life, basically what starseed means is that my first incarnation, my soul's first incarnation, was not on this planet. It was somewhere else. And beings of this nature are called starseeds because we come from other places in the galaxy, the universe, what have you, right? So I'm a starseed. For those of you that are curious, my origins are that of Lyra and Sirius. So Lyra, my original incarnation, and I also spent quite a few lifetimes in Sirius. And honestly, I had not even ever heard of a starseed. I didn't know what a starseed was until I met my Reiki teacher, Alicia Nahoku, who was absolutely amazing. And she was the first person that I had ever heard anything about being a starseed from. And even when we met, she told me that she felt Sirius off of me. And I was like, okay, really didn't know what that means. And really took it with a grain of salt because I didn't really know what that meant for me or how it would affect my path. And so it's been a wild ride. About a few months after I was attuned to Reiki level 2, I had an event happen, a visitation of sorts. And had it not happened, I wouldn't have believed it. And even at the time that I had this event happen, I did not realize until way later that I had been visited by the Lyrans, okay? Or Lyrans, however you pronounce it. I don't know. However you pronounce it. Lyrans. I had a visitation, and it was a huge aspect of my awakening. It was a huge acceleration of my growth, especially within my spiritual journey. And again, had it not happened, I probably would even now be doubting the existence of starseeds and ETs or extraterrestrials, and especially the thought of having the DNA of one and living past lives, and my original incarnation being that. So yes. And so it happened sometime after 4 a.m. in the morning, and I just remember being awoken all of a sudden, and there was this bright white light blocking out all of my view, pretty much, just this bright white light. I could see my room in the shadow behind this white light, but most of my vision field was just this bright white light. And my ears, I couldn't hear. I could hear, but there was this vibration, and it was so loud. Honestly, something this loud should have like destroyed my eardrums, but it didn't. But the sound and the vibration of this sound was so loud and so strong that it blocked out any other sounds that were in my environment at all. All I could hear was this loud it was just like ridiculously loud and at such a high vibration. And like in front of me, like in my vision scope, from what I could see within the light, were like all of these beings. Like there were so many of them, and they were moving in like rapid succession. Like I'm sitting here and they're just like moving rapidly. And I noticed that some of them looked very humanoid. Most of them like were like in iridescent clothing or like very bright white clothing. And then some of them had like feline features, like legit feline features. And I thought, like at that point, I was like, oh, so are they wearing masks? And I later find out that no, they're not wearing masks. That's, them, like the energy of the feline, energy of the Lyrans. And it was so powerful, and like I could hear my mom like that they weren't here to hurt me or anything like that. And all I could do was like lay there. Like I couldn't move at that point. Like it was just so much, like my body wouldn't move. And I really didn't want it to move. Like to be honest, I didn't really want it to move. Like I wasn't scared. There was like no energy of fear. I didn't feel like my life was in danger at all. It was just so beautiful and like awe-inspiring. Like all I could do was just look. It's just like, oh my gosh, what am I seeing? And I felt like my eyes were like just darting around rapidly, trying to keep up with the movement of them. So fast forward the next day, I end up reaching out to folks within like my Reiki group that I'm a part of online, and asking questions about what happened. And that's when I started getting clarity of, oh, okay, I had a visitation by an ET, and it catalyzed a major awakening for me in my life, and finding out that my path is a lot bigger and a lot more extraordinary than I ever thought it would or could be. And so I'm just like, okay, so this is happening. So I start trying to learn more. Unfortunately, there's not that much information out there about the Lyrans. They exist at a much higher level of vibration and don't necessarily like lower themselves to a point. Like they are one of the ancient ET races, been around for a very long time, had a lot to do with the population of Earth, and there's still a lot that I'm learning, and I'm very selective about the information that I read and receive online, right? And because I am a channeler, and because I do channel messages from the Lyrans as well as the Sirians, and I'll get into my Sirian aspect in a second, but I channel messages from both. And a lot lately been channeling more messages from the Lyrans, and they're very quick, very in and out, very rapid. And it is because they exist at such a higher level of existence. Like the vibration is so high that it would take a lot anyway for them to come down to like a place as dense as this when you think about it. So it's not very often that they do so. So I'm finding that I channel a lot. Like I channel a lot through them, or they channel a lot through me, and I receive like information and things through them. That is the information that typically I trust the most, unless I'm going to another friend or colleague that I trust in this matter. It's just very important that you allow yourself to be mindful and to be discerning of the information out there when it comes to like Starseed heritage and like the typical, well, if you have these qualities, then you must be a Lyran. If you have these qualities, then you must be a Sirian. It's not that simple, guys. It's not that simple. We're all different, and we're all made up differently. Ultimately, a part of the process is to take time to go within and really do the work to find and make these connections with your star heritage, with your star family, right? So if you don't know where you're from, or and even if you do, I just ask that you be very discerning in the information that you receive, and don't take everything as law. Don't take everything as truth. Follow your heart, follow what feels right within you that will not lead you wrong. So honestly, in the grand scheme of things, there's not that many of us out here versus like the earthers, the people that originally incarnated on this planet. However, it can seem like there are a lot of us because we tend to be drawn to one another, right? Like even as you're watching this video because you were drawn to it because we have that connection as star children, right? And so the Sirius aspect really came through strongly when a friend of mine, her name is Denise, she is the owner of Catalyst Energies, an amazing astrologer and healer, and she did a starseed reading for me where she was able to pick out the starseed markings in my chart and give me insight on my aspects and of my starseed heritage and where I was from. And so like strong energy from Vega and Sirius as well. And Sirius is one that is a lot more accessible to us. The energies of Sirius, starseeds and Sirians in general are doing a lot of work here now on the planet and connecting with us a lot. In fact, as I'm recording this, we are actually undergoing a lot of Sirius activations right now. So if you are a Sirius starseed, you're probably really feeling it. I know even me today, I woke up and I was just like super energized and ready and excited for the day, which I have not felt in a while because I've been going through a lot in my day-to-day. But my Sirius aspect is also strongly connected to past lives that I have lived in Egypt, and that is probably a whole nother vlog because I only have very limited time on this because I like to post it to Instagram as well. So we're not going to go into that too much, but Sirius is a very big influence amongst what's going on in the world and helping with the ascension and the raise and vibration of the earth and helping earth to get to that next level of existence and to overcome a lot of the setbacks that have been happening. Because like always, like with all things, you have energy, right? And law, universal law is polarity. So you have the positive energy, but you have to have the negative to know what the positive is. And so it's this constant back and forth of, finding balance and really helping to elevate the level of the planet, because we're all connected. Like Earth is connected to all other realms of existence, just like all other realms of existence are, connected to Earth and where we are at this time. And so it's just a process and really learning that we are all in this together and we are all in this process together. So yes, I am a starseed. That is the topic of today's discussion. I'm glad that I was able to share just, a little bit about my awakening and coming into the knowing of being a starseed. If you would like to keep up with my transmissions and my channelings and things of this nature, I do post them to Instagram. I'm thinking about starting to post them to YouTube. We'll see. I don't usually post them so much to Facebook. I find that, I don't know, I find that I might start doing it cross-platform. I haven't quite decided yet, but Lyra has definitely been coming through a whole lot lately. Sirius, again, is the one that's more easily accessible. Typically, Lyra will come through when they have a message, but again, in and out really quick. And I haven't shared any of my transmissions from Lyra on social media because I haven't felt the pull yet, but that may be happening in the future soon. So sending you guys so much love and light. Thank you for tuning in to my little sharing session. I guess, I don't know. It's always good to talk to you guys. I'm gonna try to keep this up. Maybe every day do a vlog. I don't know. Maybe every other day. I don't know. We'll see how this works. But I'm enjoying connecting with you guys in this way. And thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time. Bye-bye.